Let me tell you about a moment that changed everything. I was sitting with a young entrepreneur who had just shared her vision with her family. Their response: "Be realistic, get a real job, stop dreaming." I watched as tears welled up in her eyes, but there was something else there too, paired a fire that wouldn't be extinguished. You see, she had a vision of creating schools that would revolutionize education in underprivileged communities. Not just one school, but thousands. When she spoke about it, her eyes lit up with divine purpose. But her family saw only risk, only uncertainty, only the impossible. You see that scene playing out every day in homes across the world, print being crushed by the very people who should support them, visions being dimmed by those who should help them shine, purpose being questioned by those who should help it flourish. But here is what those dream crushers don't understand. The most real things in our world started as unrealistic visions in someone's mind. The airplane was unrealistic. The telephone was unrealistic. The idea that we could instantly communicate with anyone, anywhere in the world was unrealistic. Let me tell you what happened to that young entrepreneur today. Her schools are transforming lives in 5 countries. The same family members who told her to be realistic now proudly share her story. But more importantly, thousands of children have a future because she refused to let her vision die.
Core message introduction. Want you to understand something powerful today, something that might shake you to your core. When you decide to pursue your true vision, your God-given purpose, you're going to face opposition. And here's the shocking truth that nobody prepares you for. It often comes from those closest to you.
From the people you love most, from the ones whose opinions matter most. Not because they don't love you, not because they want to hurt you, but because they can't see what you see. They can't feel what you feel. They can't access that divine download that was sent specifically to your spirit. Think about Moses when he first spoke of leading his people to freedom. Think about Noah when he started building an ark on dry land. Think about every great visionary who saw something others couldn't see. Remember this. Only those who can see the invisible can do the impossible. Only those who are willing to be misunderstood in the present will be understood in the future. Only those who dare to believe in their vision when no one else does will ever bring that vision to life. Let me share something personal with you. When I first started speaking about purpose and vision, people thought I was just another meta-missionation speaker. My own mentor told me to stick to conventional topics. But I had received a vision of helping millions find and fulfill their divine purpose. It wasn't just a goal, it was a calling. It wasn't just a dream pair, it was a divine assignment. Let me show you how to turn your invisible vision into inevitable reality, even when nobody else believes, even when the odds seem impossible, even when logic says, go. But your spirit says, go. Main section 1. The power of divine vision first. Let's understand what real vision is. And let me be clear, Pant. I am not talking about New Year's resolutions or casual wishes. I'm not talking about something you thought up during a motivation seminar. I am talking about that burning in your soul that won't let you rest. That divine discontent that keeps you up at night. That holy dissatisfaction with the status quo. The difference between goals and vision is like the difference between a map and a calling. Goals push you forward. Vision pulls you upward. Goals require willpower. Vision ignites soul power. Goals are about doing. Vision is about becoming. Goals can be written on paper. Vision is written on your heart. Goals have deadlines. Vision has destiny lines. Goals are about achievement. Vision is about assignment. Think about most people's resolutions. I'll lose 10 pounds. I'll quit smoking. I'll save more money. I'll start a business. I'll write a book. These aren't visions. They're tasks. They're activities. They're to-do list items. Let me show you the difference. Let me show you the difference. A vision says, transform lives through health and wellness. A task says, save money. A vision says, create wealth that lives generations. A task says, start a business. A vision says, build an enterprise that empowers communities. A task says, write a book. A vision says, share wisdom that awakens souls. A task says, get an education. A vision says, acquire knowledge that will serve humanity. A task has an E-key. A vision has an eternal impact. Let me tell you about Martin Luther King Jr. He didn't just have a goal of civil rights reform. He had a vision of a transformed society when he said, I have a dream. He wasn't talking about a task list. He was speaking forth a divine vision that had been planted in his spirit. Your first challenge, close your eyes right now. What vision makes your heart race? What dream keeps you up at night?
What calling makes you weep with holy anticipation? That's not anxiety. That's destiny calling. That's not fear. That's purpose knocking. That's not uncertainty. That's greatness awakening. Main content section 2. The 3 steps of manifestation now. Let me share with you the 3 sacred steps of turning nothing into something.
These are the divine principles that have worked since creation itself when God spoke light into darkness. Step 1. Imagination, the divine hen. Everything begins here in the spiritual realm. This is where possibility lives and breathes. This is where greatness is born. This is where God plants the seeds of destiny. This is where heaven touches earth through your mind. This is where the invisible begins its journey to visibility. Let me tell you about a woman I mentored. She saw homeless teenagers in her dreams every night. Not just saw them pant, she felt their pain, their potential, their purpose. People told her, you can't help them all. But in her imagination, she saw not just a shelter, but a transformation center. Today, her centers have helped over 10,000 young people find their purpose. Remember, we call it nothing only because you can't touch it yet. But it's as real as anything you've ever held in your hands. More real, in fact, because it comes from the eternal realm. Step 2. Faith. The bridge beyond their faith isn't just believing parent. It's the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Let's break that down because this is crucial. Substance means it's tangible, more real than what your eyes can see. It's a piece of the real minds, a fragment of future reality. It's the bridge between invisible and visible minds, the pathway from spirit to matter. It's the foundation of all manifestation, the bedrock of creation. It's the currency of the kingdom. It's the power that moves mountains. It's the currency of the kingdom. Think about Abraham looking up at the stars, being told his descendants would be just as numerous. Think about David facing Goliath with nothing but a sling and an unshakable faith. Think about every great achievement in history. It began with someone having faith in what others called foolish. Step 3. Disciplined activity to manifestation process. This is where most people fail. They have the vision parent, they can see it clearly. They might even have the faith parent, they believe it's possible. But they stop short of the work. They falter at the threshold of manifestation. Remember this equation: faith plus action equals Raker. Faith action equals Saf, and vision plus work equals manifestation. Vision, work equals hallucination. Belief plus effort equals achievement. Belief effort equals wishful. Let me tell you about Moses. He had the vision of the promised land, but he still had to lift his staff. He still had to confront Pharaoh. He still had to lead the people through the wilderness. The vision gave him direction. The faith gave him courage. But the disciplined activity brought the manifestation. Your second challenge: write down your 3 steps with divine precision. What you can imagine. Let your spirit soar without limits. What you choose to believe. Make your faith declaration. What actions you'll take today. Start your manifestation journey. What price you are willing to pay. Commit to the process. What habits you'll develop. Align your destiny daily. Dealing with your purpose. What habits you'll develop. Main content section 3. The pull of vision. Here is something crucial about motivation that most people miss. Something the world doesn't teach you. There are 2 types of motivation: tear, push, and pull, and understanding the difference will transform your journey. Push motivation requires willpower. It's exhausting, drains your energies like swimming against the current. Self fails because human strength has limits. A fine like struggle because it's based on flesh, not spirit, creates resistance. Because it's force, not flowing, depends on circumstances. It's external, not internal. Pull motivation comes from vision. It's divinely inspired, vitalizes you. Like a river flowing downstream, sustains itself. Because it's powered by purpose, I feel like destiny. Because it's aligned with your calling, creates as momentum. Because it's natural, not forced, transcends circumstances. Because it's spiritual, not natural. Think about it, beloved. Do you have to force yourself to eat food you love? Knows hunger pulls you. Do you need willpower to do things you are passionate about? Knows purpose pulls you. Do you struggle to work on projects that excite you?
No, vision pulls you. You have to be pushed to pursue what God placed in your heart? No, destiny pulls you. Do you need motivation to follow your divine assignment? No, calling pulls you. That's the power of pull motivation. That's the power of vision. That's what separates the called from the merely interested.
Let me share something powerful. Moses didn't need an alarm clock to get up and lead the conversation. Paul didn't need a motivation speaker to preach the gospel. Mother Teresa didn't need a life coach to serve the poor. Why? Because vision pulled them, purpose pulled them, divine assignment pulled them. Main content, section 4. The work of manifestation. Now we come to where faith meets reality, parent the work. This is where many spiritual people stumble, thinking faith alone is enough. Remember this. Faith without works is dead, but faith with works creates miracles. Divine vision without divine action is merely spiritual daydreaming. Here is how you make it real. Turn ideas into actions every day without fail. Convert dreams into deeds with unwavering commitment. Create for serve visions into ventures. With holy boldness, translate imagination into implementation, into implementation. With spiritual discipline, turn prophecy into practice. With sacred dedication. Let me tell you about Joseph. He had the vision minus the dreams of leadership. He had the faith minus he never doubted God's promise, but he still had to learn administration in Potiphar's house, develop character in prison, master economics to save Egypt, practice forgiveness to fulfill his purpose.
Your third challenge, create your daily manifestation routine, morning vision meditation. Start with divine connection daily action steps. Walk in faithful obedience evening reflection and planning. Review with holy wisdom continuous faith. Reinforcement. Build spiritual momentum regular vision renewal. Keep the fire burning consistent manifestation practice. Turn faith into reality.
Closing summary and call to action. Let's bring it all together. Beloved, let's understand the divine mechanics of manifestation. Vision is your starting point, given by God Himself. Faith is your foundation, unshakable and unmovable. Action is your vehicle. Daily discipline, determined persistence is your fuel. Entering to manifestation, prayer is your power source. Connecting to divine energy, community is your support. Surrounding yourself with believers, testimony is your legacy. Are desiring generations to come.
Here's your final challenge. For the next 30 days, commit to protecting your vision from dream killers. Guard it like a sacred treasure, strengthening your faith daily. Feed it with the war-taking, consistent, focused action. Walk in an obedience following the pull of your destiny. Yield to divine guidance, building your spiritual muscles. Grow in grace and power, documenting your journey. Record the miracles, creating your legacy. Prepare to testify.
Tesserational ending. Let me leave you with this thought. Right now in your heart and mind, here is a vision that scares you. It's so big, so bold that you might be afraid to even speak it aloud. It seems impossible by natural standards, unreachable by human logic. But remember this, that vision wasn't planted in you by accident. It's not random, it's not crazy, it's not too big, it's divine, it's destined, it's deliberate. It's your destiny calling, it's your purpose knocking, it's your assignment awakening. And yes, some won't understand. Yes, some will try to talk you out of it. Yes, some will say, be realistic. Yes, some will question your sanity. But ask yourself this, would you rather be realistic and live with regret, or be faithful and live your destiny? Would you rather be normal and miss your purpose, or be obedient and fulfill your calling? The invisible is waiting to become visible through you. The impossible is waiting to become possible through you. The miraculous is waiting to manifest through you. The divine is waiting to be demonstrated through you. Your vision is your vehicle. Your faith is your fuel. Your action is now answer. Your time is now. Rise up, chosen one, step forth, visionary, moves forward, warrior, unused kingdom builder. Make it real, make it manifest. Make it Marius. Make it matter. The world is waiting for your vision. Heaven is backing your purpose. History is watching your response. Destiny is calling your name. Greet it up and make it real. Stand up and make it happen. Step up and make it count. Move up and make it matter. Your vision awaits. Your time is now. Your destiny calls. Your purpose beckons. Go forth and manifest.